have you all been lately? Has the outbreak stabilized in your area yet? Right away, I got started on making this video. I have so many things I want to share with everyone, but we'll take our time to chat and share more in the next videos. You probably still remember the prophecy podium that appeared at the end of each previous video, right? Don't forget to leave a comment to become a fortune teller. Alright, no more keeping you waiting, let's jump right into the video. Program outline. On the battlefield, Alexander the Great was a hero renowned throughout the world. In everyday life, he was a deeply enigmatic man. Many legends are associated with his image. However, it is unfortunate that historical records of his daily life have largely not been preserved. Most copies of stars come from word of mouth among the people. This contradicts many points recorded in historical documents. Moreover, it is deeply imbued with legendary hues. Therefore, it has now been 2,300 years. The legendary military achievements of Alexander the Great during his command are forever recorded in history and continue to inspire admiration to this day. Because everything in his everyday life had long since drifted away from the current of history. Archaeologists and historians all hope to uncover something extraordinary in this great emperor's tomb. However, to this day, no one has found his tomb. In 1964, the newspaper in Alexandria published Acab's article. The tomb of King Alexander has been discovered. This is an extraordinary achievement by Polish archaeologists. This information spread worldwide. The American newspaper The New York Times immediately sent a telegram to the Dutch archaeological team. May this great discovery open a new chapter. Journalists from various countries flew to Acab one after another. The sudden surge in tourist numbers has left the Acab police force deeply concerned. Unfortunately, it seems history is playing tricks on us. This is inaccurate information. Moreover, the tomb discovered was not Alexander's. That's just the ruins of a theater from ancient Roman times. This stems from the mistaken assessment of Dutch archaeologists. So where is the tomb of the legendary Emperor Alexander the Great located today? How did that character meet their end? This is truly a mystery that no one has been able to solve. Legends of the death of Alexander the Great. In history, there exist two legends explaining the cause of Alexander the Great's death. First, while preaching in India, at a place not far from the city of Babylon, he met a pastor who had a profound understanding of astronomy. Therefore, I advise you not to go to Babylon, for that place is full of danger and offers little safety. Yet, he pressed on with his relentless journey. From that moment on, he suddenly realized he had completely changed, as if he had become a new person. Dark-hearted, cold-faced. A sudden gust of wind blew his hat into the reed forest. Accidentally landed right on the grave of the late Kuk Vong. So both Tung and Alexander agree that this is the midpoint. The sailor immediately chased after the hat, and upon swimming back, hastily put it on his head to avoid getting wet. The more I think about it, the more I feel something bad is about to happen. Alexander flew into a rage and without hesitation killed the sailor on the spot. Not long after, Alexander fell seriously ill. 13 days later, at the age of 32, that courageous king sacrificed his life solely for this period of 12 years and 8 months. He passed away on an afternoon in June 323 BC. Some say this is merely a random coincidence. Actually, the emperor's death was most likely due to the hardships and exhaustion from the long marches. The relentless battles left the body exhausted, creating opportunities for bacterial invasion and other factors that led to severe consequences. Another legend tells that Alexander died from being poisoned with wine at a feast. If the rumor is true, his death was entirely caused by the scented teapot. After the death of Alexander the Great, his general Ptolemy. Later, it became part of Egypt, using carts to transport the bodies to Egypt and burying them in the city of Alexandria. Afterward, a magnificent mausoleum was built for Gai Na, Great Emperor Kasha, Emperor Augustine, and many illustrious figures from history once came to pay homage at this sacred tomb. They also cast a golden laurel wreath to place atop the statue of the great emperor. However, by the 3rd century, records of prophetic dreams mysteriously vanished without a trace. Even the related records have left no trace. In 642, the Arab army attacked and captured the city of Alexandria. Their glorious feats here never ceased to be praised. In 1798, the French army led by Napoleon entered the city of Alexandria and temporarily stationed there. Now, this place is nothing but ruins, with only 6,000 civilians left in the city. Some scholars accompanying Napoleon witnessed countless architectural ruins across the country. At the end of the 19th century, this place began the renovation of Bien Port. The coral reefs had turned into a battlefield of stone. Countless ancient relics lie buried deep beneath the ground. The city of Alexandria quickly became a major commercial hub of the Mediterranean region. However, those historical traces are now gone. That is a regret for future generations. The ancient Greeks had a custom like this. After a founding king established that city, its fame spread far and wide. The body will be buried in the center of that city. Based on this theory, archaeologists have concluded that the tomb may be located in the central eastern area of the city, near the outskirts. Some believe the tomb is located at the intersection of two roads, because this is the central location. After Polish archaeologist Maria Bart conducted the excavation and research of the tomb, discover countless exciting new things. In ancient times, when crafting lanterns, people often painted depictions of the ancient city of Alexandria on the upper part of the lamp. Using this map, he grew even more intrigued as he speculated about the tomb's location. He noted that many of the circular or pointed architectural structures in the model were actually tombs in Alexandria, because the tomb of Emperor Augustine was also designed with a pointed peak. This photo can be copied from that source. Additionally, British researcher Davis conducted an analysis of the tombs from the Ptolemaic dynasty after completing his study. Present an argument. These tombs may resemble those in Alexandria. He envisioned the wooden coffin of Alexandria placed in the center of a magnificent temple, surrounded by wooden pillars. There must certainly be many beautiful and precious objects there. The tomb also holds several Buddhist scriptures that were brought back from Akyab. Until as late as the 1970s, most archaeological findings showed that those hypotheses were incorrect. Archaeologist Andra Bronikowski specializes in studying history. Based on these pieces of evidence and deductions, the tomb of King Philip II, father of Alexander the Great, was discovered. The center of the shrine houses a large marble sarcophagus. The upper part is adorned with gemstones, while the base is made of quite heavy gold. The king's two pieces are placed on the red square. Surrounding it were burial offerings of gold, silver, and precious jewels. In addition, there are symbols representing supreme power and protection. The set of statues is carved from elephant ivory, featuring exquisite craftsmanship and a natural beauty. The focal point that draws everyone's attention is that these 5 sculpted statues all depict the family of King Philippos II. To the wife, son, daughter Alexandria, and the parents of the king. This discovery has created a new wave in the archaeological community. This is considered the greatest discovery in archaeology of the 2nd century. However, everyone wonders one thing. Here are the natural English translations for your Vietnamese text. Why is his son's grave so hard to find? Nevertheless, the truth remains the truth. To this day, the tomb of Alexandria remains undiscovered.